Hello everyone, my name is Toyosi. I am a volunteer with a Better You Africa. If you don't know what we do at Better You, we are a non-profit organization that is focused on education and educational initiatives to drive educational literacy and mental health awareness and support for children, adolescents, and every member of the society. Our focus is on children because we want to keep kids off the street and put them in school. It's also on adolescents because we believe in catching them young and making them engaged in the right way, and also mental health because everyone struggles mentally at some point or the other, and the world is a lot at the moment and you need people that care about your mental health. You need to take care of your mental health. So that's a brief intro as to what we do, and welcome to this session. Like I said, my name is Toyosi Akipeli. You can call me Toyosi, and today I'll just be having a quick chat with us about networking. Titling the session networking to further your career or to expand your capital, your social capital. I think we all know what networking is, but networking, if you don't know, let's find a definition. I think is introducing yourself to people of like mind or people that you would like to interact with and creating a form of rapport with them and finding common interests. And that's my trick. I always find a common interest. So if I'm trying to network with someone, I do a lot of research on them. By lots, I just mean going through Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat. I don't know, once you type people's name on Google, it brings out certain information around about them, and so you can use that to narrow it down to say, okay, we have a common interest, so we both like to read books, and when I meet with those people, that's what I start with, right? But let me not jump ahead of myself. Networking is very important. It's a very important tool. We are in a community-based environment. I think the world is a community-based environment, and you can't do life alone. You need people. You have sisters, brothers, siblings. You need people to do life with, and so you kind of need to expand your network from time to time, be that in your normal life or your professional life. In the professional setting, the term networking has a bit of a professional ring to it because that's the word that we use in, at work or in corporate events. But simply means expanding, like meeting someone, walking up to them, having a conversation with them, creating a connection, no matter how deep or shallow it is. That's my definition of networking. Let me know what you guys think or how you define networking in your own words or in your own way. Networking, why it is important? It is important because when people talk about social capital, they say that there's this saying that what you need is 3 people away from you, if that makes sense. Like if I need something, I should be able to get it 3 people, like one person I know should know another person that knows another person that should be able to get it to me. I think that's a lie in the practical sense of the word, but it's simply that. It's simply using your skills, ability, whatever you have, your interests to develop connections with other people, in my own opinion. And there are so many ways to network, and today I think I want to focus on helping introverted people network. I'm an extrovert. For some of us, it's easy to talk, it's easy to chat people up, it's easy to walk into a room and start having conversations. However, people who are a bit introverted, they don't have the same capacity or capabilities to just walk up to people and strike up a conversation. So my number one tip is to start small, right? Start small. Start in small gatherings, churches, WhatsApp groups, whatever it is. Small groups, a small group of 5 people, you can start out that way, and it's easier to also start. It could be easier to also start in familiar territory. So if you maybe go to church, for example, you don't have to join a unit to even start networking, but if you notice that there are certain people that you see every Sunday, you can walk up to them and say hello. Today you can be hello, and you might not say hello again for the next couple of weeks, except you have a target, right? And so another thing is people use networking to achieve their goals. In career, I've mentioned, like in career, you can network your way into a bigger role or into a different role, into a different organization. But let me not jump ahead of myself. Start small, start with LOI for a couple of months, start in small gatherings, start in familiar groups. That will really help you. Another thing I would say is for introverts or even everyone generally, you can start online. I know that it's weird work. Sometimes it could be weird walking up to someone and striking up a conversation. With the use of social media today, you can actually network from the comfort of your room in your own zone. Send a DM to them. And how do you compose DMs? So networking from my end, I think of it from a professional point of view and from a social point of view. So if it's a professional connection I'm trying to make, I'm going to send a professional DM, and I'll use platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn. I actually don't use Facebook, but let's put it out there. LinkedIn specifically, or emails, right? You can come up with an email. Hello, my name is Toyosi. Maybe we met or we haven't met. I've followed you on social media for a while now, and I think that you're interesting, or I find it interesting. I think we have similar interests. I would like to get to know you better. Can we meet up for coffee? Can we meet up for drinks? Can we meet up for anything or whatever? Like, also, guys, ChatGPT, Gemini, any form of AI that helps you with answers is your best friend. You can just say they should give you an email draft and they'll send you one. Make use of that. That's on the side, but like, yeah, just send an email or send a DM. You can start online. And you know how you like a girl and you're trying to DM her on Instagram and you don't follow and DM her straight. You follow, you like her pictures. In case you don't know, that's me giving you tips as well. Because networking is not just for, professional things. If you want to meet a girl as well, but that's not what we're saying. You know how you follow her, you like her pictures, you start liking her stories. On Twitter, you start liking her tweets, you start interacting with her little by little. You can view it as that as well. So if you follow them on LinkedIn, you can start liking their post when they post. You can comment on their post as well. You can start little, like it doesn't have to be aggressive, because I think what puts people off is sometimes people can be very aggressive in your face. If you don't have that rapport with that person, it can come off as too strongly. So take time, reflect. I like to, this might not work for everyone, but think about it. If you were the one someone was trying to network with, how would you want them to approach you? I think that will help you in adjusting your methods or your metrics of approaching them. Another thing is to listen actively. For introverts or people who are not out there, if you are in a group, and typically introverts are good listeners and you're able to listen and just utilize your strength to your advantage and listen very well. Listen to things that they're saying, listen to things they're not saying, listen to what they might have wanted to say, if that makes sense. And in that way, you are able to maybe when you follow up, because my next point is follow up, right? Maybe when you follow up with them, you're referencing something that they said. Basically, if I'm having a conversation with someone and they say something, everyone they might not miss it, but basically listen, like pay attention when you introduce, when you're introducing yourself or when you meet new people. There's something that happens with some people are bad with names, and so when you meet someone and they say, oh, hi, my name is Toyosi, and you've forgotten, but I'm the person you want to network with, or the person that you want to meet, and then you see me 30 minutes into the party or wherever we are, and then you ask me for my name again. If it was you, it would piss you off, no? So pay attention, basically. Pay attention to details. It will come a long way, it will help you. And another thing I would say is a follow-up. Send an email, send a DM, send a follow request. Once they like you can say, hi, it was lovely to meet you today at the drinks, or it was lovely to meet you today at the dinner. Hope to catch up soon. And you can leave it simple, right? I think with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to help in some way or the other. And I know I don't think I said anything that you've not heard before, but sometimes it's good to, listen again and just on your skills. And for extroverts like myself, just play to your strengths. You already know how to talk, you already know how to approach people, say hello, say hi, just don't do too much as well. Extroverts sometimes can be a little bit too much, so don't do that much if you're just meeting someone for the first time. And when you're going for networking events, or if you're going anywhere, please dress well. I'm not saying wear designer or dress to impress. Just dress well, like look smart, look neat, depending on where you're going. If you're going for a party, dress like you're going for a party. If you're going for, you know, a work thing, dress like you're going, dress appropriately. Unfortunately, people judge a book by its cover. We all do. Let's not lie to ourselves. Like, we all kind of stereotype people before we talk to them. So dress well, smell well. Please use deodorant. I'm not going to entertain talking to someone that stinks, basically. Sorry. So please use deodorant, smell well, use perfume. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just dress well, smell well, brush your teeth so that you're not stinking. You can have a gum or a mint in your mouth. Just look well, basically. And yeah, I hope this has been helpful. I feel like I was rambling, but yes, I hope this has been helpful. And if you have any questions or specific things that you think I didn't cover, you can ask me and I'll either make another video or just drop it in the comments or in the chat. My name is Toyosi again. You can find me on LinkedIn at Toyosi Akinkwelu. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. I don't use Facebook, but you can find me on Facebook. But on Twitter and Instagram at the Omotoyosi _ I have the same name everywhere, and I think that makes you findable, if that makes sense. That's another tip that you can use. And yeah, you see what I did? Try to insert yourself in ways that you can, but don't do too much. I hope this has been helpful.